Guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia manga chapter, 252. And now this chapter is really just about, if you didn't realize it from last week, letting you know that Bakugo Deku Shoto did what they were supposed to do. By winter, catch a villain. I didn't even know it was by winter. I just thought it was just during the time. But in regards to that, catch a villain faster than Endeavor. Bakugo makes this pretty clear to Endeavor. Like, yeah, bro, what are you telling me now? You said catch a villain faster. We caught a villain faster. What are you telling me? Kind of vibe. That's the kind of vibe that he was going at. And this is where Endeavor really breaks it down. And it's his excuse. But I say personally that it should not be an excuse. And it's pretty much what I was saying last review, where I said how the daddy kicked in, so he paused. Or did he stop? He stopped. Basically, he didn't react because of daddy, or because he's daddy, and he wasn't playing hero. And like I said, if I didn't say it, I'm saying it now. Like I said within the last review, I get it. I get it. I get it. Private joke. Anyway, I get it because he is a hero, but he's also a father. And I cannot fault fatherhood coming before herohood. So I get the excuse, but Shoto is there, that was his bro, he still got that family relation, he didn't hesitate, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know you got issues with your kids and never mind, Shoto didn't hesitate. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So that was the majority of what the chapter was about, just him breaking down why he didn't react in this present moment in time. Another thing that's kind of interesting to me that happened within this chapter is, I don't know, we call it growth, but you seem to be seeing a little bit of growth from Bakugo. Now, I love his attitude towards things. I love how he would be like, he called Deku within this chapter a dumbass or something like that. I love this side of Bakugo, but in the inside, he is maturing. Because I remember when we go back to that speech about hero names, and he was with Gene Bestis or something like that, or Bestis Gene, I can't remember his name. And he's like, when you come up with a good hero name, you come back to me and holler at me. Let me know that hero name that you come up with. And we see within this chapter that apparently Bakugo has come up with hero name, and he's not willing to tell anybody until he I don't know if he want. I know he wants to tell him first, Gene Bestis or Bestis Gene. I can't remember which way it was. Anyway, I know he wants to tell him first, but in a way, is he seeking approval? Is that, or am I reaching them when I say that? And they're seeking approval because maybe there might be someone else. I was gonna say someone that he looks up to, because we know Bakugo looks up to All Might as well. I was gonna say someone that Bakugo could look up to just as much as All Might, maybe more. But I think I would lower that down to just say that there is someone else that he admires. I think that would probably be the best thing to say. But other than that, I ain't got nothing to say to say about this chapter, so I'm gonna give it a 3-star rating and call it review. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here to bring you the review for My Hero Academia manga chapter 253. Not much going on within this chapter. We find that the winter break is over. They only got 3 months left of their first year in UH, and we just find out what they're doing. I think it was Ida who mentions that how today they're just gonna have a breakdown of just everything, just to find out how they're doing right now in the current year. And now, before they find out that Eraserhead will not be present today, we do have a little thing where I know for certain your Rarity's costume's new because it was actually said, like, yo, you got a new costume. But I think the others might have new costumes as well. I had a slight peek at Deckers. I think it's new. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, your Rarity has a new costume. But that's not why I'm bringing her up. Really, they've been trying. They've been trying to do this thing for a while. Deku. Your Rarity. Is it gonna be a thing? And now, for me personally, when it comes to shipping, not just in anime, but just in everything I watch, I'm not big. I'm not a big shipper. I'm not a heavy shipper. Not at all. I rarely do it, and I think the one. Okay, there's two occasions I can think where I was shipping characters. One was not an anime. One was not an anime at all, and I was like, yeah, okay, these two characters should get together. One was not even anime. The other one was an anime, but it was a romance anime. So, that's what romance animes are there for. So, you should be shipping characters within that. And so, yeah, those are the two times I can think of off the top of my head where I've actually shipped characters. So, when it comes to just in general, like, like I said, really, when it comes to shonen as well, hell no, I'm not here to be shipping the characters. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for some action. You get me? Do you understand? So, when you're trying to throw romance at me in a shonen, I'm really not for it. And not that it's a bad thing or anything, but sometimes it just doesn't really come across convincing for me. And within this chapter, we're trying to, throw some hints that Deku and Uravity have feelings for each other. And I'm thinking, just forget about this romance and just move on with what you're trying to tell me. So yeah, during the little costume change, Deku's telling his people, his boys, the boys in his class, like during the internship, I got a little bit of a control over Black Whip. I can control it now. It feels different. It feels different. The speed and feeling is different for this one. Yeah, do you understand? But I can control it now. So yeah, he's basically telling his class that, and then like I said, just when they're going out, to find out what's supposed to do, just to find out what's going on, they see All Might there, and All Might tells them, like Eraserhead has had to step out, and that's when we flip over to Eraserhead. So Eraserhead, accompanied by the Mike, I forget his name, but him anyway. They have gone over to where they're keeping All for One locked up. I was getting too confused. Yeah, all keeping All for One locked up, and we find out, that there's some links between him and someone that both Eraserhead and the Mike Hero knew previously. So that's where we're going to be heading down within the next chapter and probably the chapters after that. So this chapter was just basically just set up, so nothing to get excited about. It's just moving the story on in a nice orderly pace, and it's for those reasons I'm going to give it a 3-star rating and call it a review. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. I'm here today to begin the review for My Hero Academia Manga chapter 254. I don't know if you're gonna see this on National Christmas Jumper Day thing we do here in the UK. I'm not sure if they do it worldwide, but I think we do it here in the UK. But that's why I'm wearing my Christmas jumper, rocking the Pikachu and that, keeping it both festive and anime, keeping it related. But anyway, let's get into the review for this chapter, which shouldn't be too long, but because it's going to be combined with the chapters that I missed, the backlog, this video might be quite long. So basically, what we find out within this chapter is that, I forget his name, but the guy that can warp, the guy that used to be part of the League of Legends, I guess he's still part of the League of Legends, but he got captured. And this guy is apparently, his body was used to create this guy who can use the warping powers. His body, sorry, the body of one of Mr. Razorhead's friends was used to create this guy who can now warp, and it's just said to us now that there might be some remnants of his friend in this. So there is the possibility, we don't get it confirmed, but there is the possibility that this guy who can use the warping quirk is one of Mr. Razorhead's friends. And now I don't think Eraserhead believed it at first, but as the chapter goes on, you can see that Eraserhead, does see one similarity between the two of them. And now he does mention previously, I don't think it's him. We had fought previously, and when we did, there was no indication of him being blah 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 and them. But as they're talking now, he does see something, and he's like, "Yo, bro, if you are still in there, and come back to me now. And we see the tearfulness at the very end of the chapter. So that's essentially what the chapter is about. And as the chapter is going on, we do get a feel for what his school life was like, because we do see flashbacks to when was in school. Like I said previously, we do get to see what the friend was like. That one trait that Mr. Razorhead can see. I don't know why I keep saying Mr. Razorhead can see between. It's a similarity between them right now. So there is that as well. And it was mentioned that Mr. Razorhead was strict. Now I don't remember. It was said previously. It is kind of shown of how he reacts with Class A. But it's just reiterated again. He's strict. Blah blah blah. And we see. I think it was 2A in this chapter, and they're just going on about how Mr. Razorhead's strict, and that's essentially what everything's happened about with the chapter. So we're getting some little bit of depth for Razorhead while advancing the plot. I'm gonna only give this a 3-star rating because it wasn't a full flashback, so it was just bits and pieces every day, here and there, and we didn't really learn too much. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.